thanks for stopping by the channel. We're going to do a very quick review on a multi-fit tool post and holders that I received from Banggood to do a test on and a review. So let's get right into it. I know your time's valuable and we're going to go through this relatively quick. Again, thanks for stopping by. So for starters, I wanted to show you it comes boxed in a nice protected box. That worked out really well. Not an issue with that by any means. I'll move everything over. This is the information on the unit. You can see it sells for $129.99. Since it was shipped to me, there was no shipping cost. Again, now this tool is given to me by Banggood to do a review on the tool. It's mine to keep and to do whatever I want with it, and it's my honest review. So let's get into it real quick. For starters, I just wanted to show you here it's holding a 12-12 tool, 12 millimeter by 12 millimeter. So it'll fit that. That's what it's designed to hold. It'll hold that large of a tool. And here's a little quarter inch tool into it, so that you can see the different size there. Now, 3 of these come with a flat bottom, as you can see here, and then 1 comes with the V groove for a boring bar. I checked the hardness on these. See the scratch test I did here on the bottom, and they're somewhere between 45 and 50 Rockwell C. We're going to show you on the lathe the repeatability about the unit. It's got a 12 millimeter, I think it's 12 millimeter bore that steps down. So I made a sleeve for it. Oh, I got came off. I made a sleeve for it for a 3/8 bolt, so that I could put it on my lathe. And there's the 3/8 bolt that we mounted it on. You'll see on the lathe, my Monarch's too big for it, so I actually had it lifted up about 800 thousandths with a spacer. But we'll get over there and we'll show you how the unit performs. Honestly, I've never used one of the multi-fix tool holders before, so I can't compare it to a brand out of Switzerland or wherever. This is a Machine Fit, is the name of the product. You know, Banggood doesn't make these; they just market them. We'll take it over to the lathe and give it a test. I'll tell you one thing that did happen. You can see this little guy, this one's broke. This was an adjusting screw that snapped off of this guy here. And I don't know, I think it snapped because I had this in the wrong position, and when I turned it, it put a load on it and snapped it. Operator error. I think that's on Charlie. What else can I say about it? It's small. You'll see that compared to my Aloris AXA. Let's take it over to the lathe, and we'll give it a run for its money and see how it does. This is a little test of repeatability. So this tool here sets my height of my cutter, and right now the unit's in there. It can't move it, so we'll release it, take it out, put it back in, put it back in. Come on, Charlie. Behind the camera, so I can't see everything. There we go. It's back in. Lock it down, and the repeatability is good, very good. Just for the fun of it, if we take and spin this guy, and then we bring it back and tighten it down. The repeatability is good. So all in all, that feature on here appears to work pretty well. Now I've never used one of these tool posts before, so it's a little grabby on the sense of the ratchet there, which it bites on. I know the back handle is somewhat sensitive. Of course, you take the tool out, it rotates without a problem. Not a problem at all. But repeatability, spot on. So that's good. So I wanted to give you a comparison of the size of this tool post. This is my Aloris AXA, which this machine really should run a BXA. The AXA works fine on it, but you can see that there's quite a size difference between the two units. But I got some mystery metal in there, that high-speed tool, and let's see how it cuts. Let me get the three-phase turned on, and it'll get noisy, of course. Well, I pulled it back some. As you notice, the tool post is sitting up in the air. I need to raise it by that much to work with my machine here. So it's up off the deck by about 800 thousandths. So that's a 3/8 bolt that's going down into the T-slot holder there. So let's give it a go. Now the main thing we're looking for here is the rigidity of this tool setup. I got to try to work around the camera. Running about 500 RPM, high-speed steel tool bit in there. So we'll start off with a 20 thou cut. Now 20 thou cut is 10 per side. So let's go to 20 per side. Was some vibration in the handle there. It might be my cutter there. Let's go another 20 per side. We'll give it a little more speed. Make sure that guy didn't move. Let's go 40 aside. So basically I'm going to be taking an 80 thousandths cut. It'll be nice and give it a little juice. Well, 40 thousandths depth of cut for a very small tool there. I don't think we need to press it any further. It's really not designed for that, not designed for that on this machine either. But the tool post is staying rigid, it's not moving, not an issue. I'll double check, let's just double check tool height out of curiosity. Okay, now that's interesting. Okay, let me see. It appears the tool height may have dropped a little bit. No, it's right on. The bar was sitting here on a screw. So tool height remained the same, and all in all, pretty rigid little tool. I'll bring you back. So we're going to test a 12 by 12 bar with carbide in it and see how that does. Speed her up a little bit. Of course, the camera's hitting. Hitting. So let's start off with 20 per side. So 40 thousandths depth of cut. Beauty. Let's go 60 thou. Try that. 30 aside. I like it. Making a nice cut. No chatter, no vibration. Just for the fun of it. This is what I don't really get, is the locking, how sensitive it is. Let's try a facing cut on there. Appears I'm low, so let's check that out. Let's see if when I moved it. Oh, I'm not low. I pulled the trigger too soon. At least it doesn't look low. got the tiniest of tip there. Not bad at all. Now, I did notice, you see I can't, the tool's loose, but it's locked, it's kind of locked onto there. It is locked onto there. Why? Is it because of the load? Too heavy of a load on it? This is, I'm glad we did this. Okay, just rocking it back and forth like that loosens it up. If I tighten it down real tight, oh, there I managed to move the tool post when I pulled that far on here on my setup. So I'm putting a lot of torque on it right there. Loosen it. It's not a problem. You can tighten these both ways. Not a problem. I got a feeling that little bit of torque pressure might have set it, kicked it on here a little bit. I don't know, to be honest with you. I wish I could answer that question. All in all, I'm fairly impressed with this little unit. Again, it's not the size for this machine, but it definitely is fairly stout. Well, I hope you made it to the end of this video, and I hope you found it informative. As I said, I was somewhat impressed with the tool itself, but it's all relative. You need to do your own homework on the tool, read reviews, see other reviews on this, and also check the pricing. As you saw, it was $129. I did a little research here in a Loris AXA tool post, and I don't recall if it had any holders with it. I don't think so. It's $700. A Phase 2 Hobby, which is basically the size of this unit, but in the tool post like an AXA, is $300, and it's a piston. It's not a wedge type, and that's designed for a 5 to 8 inch swing. Another multi-fit tool by Pen Tool, AA, so this size of a unit, $1,400. Another place, Han Kolb, this tool post alone, $225, and each block is $80. Each removable tool block is $80. So it's relative to your budget. It's relative to how much work you do as a hobbyist, and your size of your machine. Again, I hope you enjoyed. I thank you for your time stopping by the channel, and we'll see you on another video here in the future. Take care.